Oh man, this is 11th April and we got like hardcore winter overnight. I just arrived at yesterday overnight. It has become a winter again. I'm really excited about this day. You're gonna know why in a bit. Alright guys, welcome to St. Petersburg, and yes, the winter is here. I don't know why and how, but overnight the winter came here. I'm actually going to meet a big YouTube channel, a couple of YouTubers, Dabble and Travel. They are a couple from Britain that travels the world, all around the world. I'm happy to meet them in St. Petersburg and show them around. In this video, I want to hear some of their thoughts. The first visit to Russia, how is it like, and all that. Push like already and subscribe, and check out their video from St. Petersburg on their channel. Let's go. All right, I think that's them. That's them. Or let's say hi.
It's hard to say everything.
I feel like we're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I want to see the local side. We are actually starting at one of the most famous tourist sites in the city, and this is the man's which is pretty cool, but you rub it for good luck. It's like a...
What did you wish for?
I actually didn't even think to wish. For more snow, actually.
But as a minimum, we can be here because I filmed it from there in one live stream a few years ago. But on the experience.
Exactly.
All right, guys. So here we are. We right here. They're gonna hear the midday cannon fire. I told you it's gonna be awesome.
Let me jump.
I felt that inside my
Yeah.
That went through me.
Yeah.
And I don't think I was expecting it to.
Vibrated across the whole city, right?
Yeah. Just wanted to say.
First to this one.
So I brought Dabble and Travel, Matt and Molly to Artillery Museum, which I find to be one of my favorite spots. There's so much history, and these huge machines are all around and so close to you to basically almost touch. And I think it's just interesting to see what they think about this history value of this place.
Very cool. Where are the Soviets then?
They were hold up.
So a lot of these would have been used to defend St. Petersburg.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily these
it's
ones.
Like are they replicas or
No, they're real.
They're real.
Russia don't need replicas. They have
So many
all around. Every city has a victory park.
Yeah.
This is not a victory park. This is Artillery Museum. But usually victory parks have real. These are real.
Yeah.
So Matt, how do you find this Artillery Museum?
I mean, as a man, it's very cool, isn't it? Men always like to see, tanks, things like this. But at the moment, it makes everything feel very real. Being in Russia in 2025, surrounded by tanks, is not something that I thought I would be doing.
But here we are.
It puts a lot into perspective, but it's a very cool spot. I would definitely recommend people to come and walk around things. I think there's even a British tank somewhere, hidden.
And you?
I don't know, it just wasn't on my list of things to see, I suppose. We wouldn't have even known it was here if it wasn't for you. It does feel kind of strange, but these are moments in history, right? These are from
history is to be remembered.
She didn't like it.
Typical Soviet style though. They were always like huge and elaborate, a little bit grey. Dobry den. 2 bilet, pожалуйста. Okay, 162. Spasiba. I feel so nervous. Honestly, my heart's beating so fast. I find it so nerve-wracking speaking another language and not sounding silly. Yeah. Perfect. Spasiba. Oh, so sweet. Thank you.
We can play a game where if you will try to find a single piece of trash anywhere.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't. If you do, it's
Unless
like
I throw some.
yeah. You'll
Then I
be
win.
people gonna be actually if you do that. Like
No, I know, exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's so clean.
Is that the first time here at the metro? Oh.
No, we did it yesterday. What station did we go yesterday?
We did Plosza Blanina,
Plosza Blanina, yeah.
and then we went from, I can't remember where we went from. It was at the end of
Somewhere in the
Nevsky
centre,
Prospect,
yeah.
and
One
it
of-
might have been like Moscovaya,
Moscovaya, maybe?
Moskovskaya,
the
yeah.
next one,
Yeah, probably.
and it was beautiful. But I mean, they just look so elaborate.
You have to give them credit to Russia. They do their metro stations well. You have to be honest, you know. So it's strange. Normally when you go to a country, you're like, right, what sites do I want to see? What people do I want to meet? What food do I want to eat? But one of the things was like, oh, I've got to see the metro stations because they're so over the top, you know. Very cool.
Like a cat.
My first bad experience.
The lady.
Of course, I showed them the best of St. Petersburg. These ones, no, these are typical idealization of a Russian man and woman,
the perfect
worker, yeah,
Happy
workers,
family,
worker, soldier, or, you know, different,
family.
navy.
Yeah, I see.
So of course I show them the greatest of St. Petersburg Metro, which is, of course, we're gonna go to Avtova, but this is Narvskaya station, and they do enjoy this place, as they should. This is immaculate. And I divide usually the stations into few things. For every station has its own, every line has a like design-ish. Every station has its own theme. So Neg checking out what is possibly the world's most beautiful metro station in the world. Alright guys, you just saw, which is allegedly maybe one of the beautiful stations in the world. Is it the most beautiful? Well, you decide after visiting Moscow. But what's your expression for not just this station, but in general the metro system in St. Petersburg? Efficiency, safety, etc.
It's not really what you expect, you know. In a city, you don't normally want to go around and look at metro stations. But if you're here like us, partly as a tourist, it's a tourist attraction within itself, you know. It's like walking in a museum. And the history, I love the Soviet history, so walking through it all and seeing the different themes, the mosaics in each station, it's very cool.
They're also very efficient, as you can hear. There's a train coming right now. I don't think you would have to wait more than maybe like 1 minute before the next train comes. They've only been really busy like once or twice, but yeah, I mean, again,
I can only say what I see.
we're saying what we see, and that is that.
Yeah, they're very cool stations. I could spend the day going round,
Yeah.
being a tourist, just looking at the stations.
But also, you can get from A to B really quickly. Like, I did look at getting a taxi to Avnoto from where we're staying, and it was about 35 minutes. And to get the metro, it was about 5. So, It works.
Full metro. It's very unique.
All right, so me holding this. What is the typical stereotype about Russia that you've experienced?
I suppose you presume grey, dull. People are very like standoffish. You think people are like almost angry. It's like the perception that people see. What do you think? It is, right?
I was also expecting everyone to possibly be drinking vodka. I know that's like a typical stereotype, but maybe because we're in St. Petersburg, it is different. It's colourful, it's European, it's sort of on a more modern scale. But I'm sure if you were to head out of the cities, you would find this stereotype. But yeah, all the stereotypes we had thought in our head, we haven't seen.
Oh, yeah.
Do you expect to be true?
I don't know. I kind of hope the vodka thing is true.
The what?
The vodka thing.
I
can't-
Russians drink vodka.
Yeah, you know.
Like all the time.
I think, you know, if you're expecting to see these stereotypes, St. Petersburg isn't the place to come. St. Petersburg is Europe. It really is. You look at it and it's so European.
What are the other destinations you're gonna try shortly?
So Moscow, the Caucasus, Chechnya, Dagestan,
Wow.
and then some of Siberia, maybe Novosibirsk, but we're not sure. We'll see where it takes us. Kazan, see the Tatars.
What Mali is the most interested in to see out of them all?
What I'm most interested in, I think just to do Siberia, do the Trans-Siberian Express is the one thing we've wanted to do for years. So I'm most excited for that. But I'm also really interested to see the Caucasus, check out Chechnya and Dagestan, and yeah, there's too much to this country. No. Kiev, пожалуйста. Potato.
Вот это?
Ага. Да. Спасибо.
И у вас это морс входит, да?
Да, бесплатный
It's
вам
free.
подарок.
It's free also included in the price. You can choose компот,
Покупка, подарок.
Russian компот. You choose one or two.
Oh wow, we haven't even got a tray, Matt.
Yeah.
Это сок платный.
Sock is different. That's juice.
Там поднос есть, берите поднос.
No.
It's at worst it's good.
I mean,
It's like
super
average
quick.
cheap, home cooked food.
Yeah.
Warms your belly.
Something quick, something good. They're the best place to come.
The best. It's minimum. It's good. At best, it's freaking good, and the price will always be the same.
Yeah.
So for me, it costs $3.5 rubles, dollars. This here, beer included. No, do it.
I can't do
You
it.
can't. No. Open with your hands.
Really?
Yeah.
Are those spinners?
Okay. Don't know what this is.
No, you can do it.
That's only in Russia, I guess. It's,
Yeah.
you cannot.
Cheers. Cheers.
Getting drunk.
New beer.
I can't believe $8.50, so that's about £8 for all of this. That is good. It's warm, it's hearty, it's cheap, and this is a local spot, you know.
General things about St. Petersburg. Your first impressions.
You know, I think a lot of people back home, even myself, you don't learn much about Russia, and you don't. St. Petersburg, I suppose, is as much Europe as Paris, as London, but then you have this perception in your head, maybe the stereotype that it's all very grey, brutalist Soviet architecture, and you come here and you realise how European it is, you know, colourful, clean, big, European style streets with the canals. Yeah, it's what I expected, but a little bit more. You know, I feel like it's hard to put into words. You have to come and see it for yourself. Removing everything that's going on, the city itself, when tourists, because eventually tourists are going to start coming back here. There's going to be a resolution at some point, whether it's in a year or 10 years. There's a lot to see, you know. It's one of the, you can see it, one of the better cities in Europe for sure.
So we are now in the Khrushchevka neighborhood, the real Russia, as you can see. Even the buses change. Anyway,
Back in time.
no, that's very typical bus, by the way. in rural Russia, by the way. Yeah, we're gonna check out how real Russia looks like and see the reactions.
I mean, this is just like any typical neighbourhood, I suppose, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just more residential
Yeah,
rather than
the word.
touristy.
Yeah.
Yep.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And now we at the not most Soviet, but the Soviet neighborhood near Chorna Rishka. Some 60s Khrushchevkas.
Cold, isn't it?
Really hard. I'm slipping in the boxes.
Matt is trying to find a proper boxers.
Perfect.
Is there a door down?
Is there a door down?
No?